What's up, guys? How's it going today? Today we're going to talk about t-shirts again. I kind of enjoyed going through some of my t-shirts in my last video. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that today. I haven't really gone through them, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us on what they are. In the background, we are listening to Wraith, Absolute Power. I don't remember if this came out in, there's a little better, 2019 or 2020. This is a thrash speed metal band from Indiana. The inside. They put out Wraith, I think it was in 2019. This is a reissue that includes the EP called Index Case, which is what this cover in here was. This was an EP that they put out in May of this year for COVID relief, so all the proceeds went to a COVID, I'm assuming a charity or something like that. But the 4 songs on here: Outbreak, Isolation, Diagnosis, Extinction. Those kind of seem to be, those are the 4 songs, obviously in order of when a pandemic hits, those are usually the 4 stages, so I thought that was kind of cool how they put those songs together. They sound like, the vocals remind me a lot of Toxic Holocaust, if y'all are familiar with them. I believe they're on Relapse, and the music's more of a, I want to say, early Kill 'Em All Metallica riffs, but better production, obviously, because it's 2020. But if this came out in 2020, this would have been in my top, I'd say 20 easily. I believe it came out in 2019 though. So shout out to Wraith. I believe they had a split, I think it was, with Bastardizer that I talked about not too long ago. But great band. This also has the last song is a cover of Death Comes Ripping by the Misfits. One of my favorite Misfits songs from the Earth AD album. They do a great job of it as well. Just, if you can imagine early Metallica with Toxic Holocaust vocals singing Death Comes Ripping. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's great stuff. The riffs are great. Every song on here is catchy. So you can see here on the spine, what does it say? No bullshit, speed and thrash. Good stuff. So check them out. I'll link them below. So we're going to dive into t-shirts. These are from all different eras. I said before, I picked these up at all different times of my life, going back over 20 years for some of these, so it's a hodgepodge as well. When I was cataloging these t-shirts, I have a spreadsheet. I just kind of tossed them in these totes, as I mentioned, so we'll see what we have here. This is a more recent one. That's the original Misfits t-shirt from Riot Fest. This was in Chicago, obviously, as you can see here. About 4 years ago. I've talked about the Misfits quite a bit on this channel. And for those that don't know the history, you probably know who Glenn Danzig is. At some point, way in the past, there was a falling out between the Misfits. Between Danzig and I think Jerry Only, probably. They had a huge legal battle. They had to pay Danzig a certain amount of money to continue on with the Misfits name. They put out some albums with Michael Graves, which are actually pretty good. And then he kind of went away, and they kind of limped through the last decade, I think, with different singers, different band members. And I guess the money was right at some point where they said, hey, Glenn, we'd like to get back together and do some reunited shows. So they played Riot Fest in Denver. That was the first time they reunited on stage together, and then they played Riot Fest in Chicago in the 16. After that, they played a couple of other shows here and there, and then eventually, I think it was as early as last year, maybe 2018/2019, they played like Madison Square Garden. I think they played the Forum in LA, places like that. Kind of weird that a punk band like the Misfits are playing Madison Square Garden. I think they did sell it out though, so get your money while you can, guys. I'm not gonna fault him for that. I didn't go to those shows. I went to this show, the Riot Fest one. It was an outdoor show. It sounded like complete trash. You probably had to be closer for it to sound better. If you've ever seen Danzig live, you know he does a lot. He's very theatrical on stage, and half the time the mic isn't even near his mouth when he's singing. So yeah, but they had cool inflatable pumpkins and whatnot on stage. So glad I was there, got to see it. So next up, this is an Iron Maiden T-shirt. This is something you won't see in a store or anything. You see it says FC after there, after the logo, and it's got a. I saw something here on the sleeve. Where the hell was it? I don't know where it was. Oh, yeah. That's just weird. Where the hell is it? Oh, over here. I'm on the wrong side. Iron Maiden Fan Club 2019. I am in the Iron Maiden Fan Club, mainly for pre-sale concert tickets and whatnot. And they send you a shirt every year. So you have to be a member of the fan club to get one of these shirts. You won't see them for sale on Iron Maiden's website or anything. They send you one, I think. It's once a year, and it's a different shirt every year, so that's kind of cool. Next up, we're going way back. My God, the size. This says large. I don't think this is a large at all. This is a Testament T-shirt. I don't remember seeing Testament live, but this is a World Tour T-shirt from 1990-91 with tour dates on the back. I don't have any idea where I got this shirt. It says it's a large, but my God, it's awfully small. This is probably based on the art, maybe around the Souls of Black tour. I don't remember which dates that album came out. Was it 1991? I was my senior year in high school. I know I had heard Practice What You Preach. I'm looking at the dates back here to see whenever they played around me. Chicago was probably the closest. I know I didn't go see them in Chicago, so I don't even know who they toured with. But this does not fit me anymore by any stretch of the imagination. But this is a cool Testament T-shirt. Great band. You always hear about the big four: Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax. I'd almost put Testament. Actually, I probably would put Testament above Anthrax of those four. To me, just their output was always a lot more consistent. They put out a lot more. They put out a lot of better material for the long haul. Even today, if you've watched any people's year-end list, the New Testament album is in the top 20 for a lot of people. New Anthrax is not. They'll have a few good songs here and there, but overall, I think Anthrax kind of died after they went the John Bush route, which was okay. And then they, in Sean's opinion, money grab time. Hey, let's get our original singer back and tour on some old shit like everyone else is doing. Just not I don't hate Anthrax, but just some of their antics and stuff to me, kind of wearing Bermuda shorts on stage and shit. It just wasn't my cup of tea. After State Euphoria came out, I liked Persistence of Time, but then after that they kind of lost me. And Testament, to me, and Testament hasn't been perfect their whole career, but overall I think their output's been solid. Alex Skolnick, I think is how you pronounce his name, great guitar player as well. So yeah, Testament should be in the big four. I know people have debated that left and right, but fuck Anthrax in that conversation. Next up is a band called Indian. These guys are, I believe they're from Chicago. Nothing on the back. Got some stains here. I think Indian's kind of a, I don't want to say, do more of like a rock, stoner type vibe band from Chicago. I had a couple of their albums. I have no idea what happened to them, but I'll link them below. You can check them out and see if you like them. Next up, we're going back, way back. This one is an Autopsy T-shirt. I'll try to shake it out so you can see it. I got this in a record store way back in the day, as people like to say. Around the, you can see in the bottom there, it says Acts of the Unspeakable. So this is from the early days of Autopsy. I think I originally bought it. I had not actually heard the band yet, I don't think, but I thought this was a great t-shirt. My mom was obviously horrified by this shirt. It actually might even fit me still to this day somehow. What size is this anyway? And sizes don't mean shit, really, if you know anything about t-shirts. This is an XL. I don't know why I would have bought an XL 20-some years ago. But yeah, I thought it was a cool shirt. It was creepy. I had read about Autopsy in like Metal Maniacs magazine and some other places, and just knew I would like the band based off of their the t-shirts and the visuals that I saw. And I'm still an Autopsy fan to this day, so pretty cool shirt from Blast from the Past, for sure. A couple more here for this video. This is Super Suckers Hot Rod Rally, I think is what it says there. On the back it says, Satan's standing there on the side. He's got his thumb out, and I give him a ride. He is the incarnation of evil. He's got cojones like Evel Knievel. Super Suckers are another band I've liked for quite some time. They played around my area quite a bit. I believe they also have, at one time they had some Midwest roots, but since ventured out to Washington State. Kind of a punk rock with a little bit of rockabilly thrown in. My first album from Super Suckers, I don't remember the name of it. Has the song like Satan, Devil by the Tail or something like that. It's got a lady on the front with a guy that has like a devil's tail. But they're a great band too. If you have not ever heard the Super Suckers and you're a fan of punk rock and rockabilly and even metal to a degree, I think you'd be a fan. They did a couple country albums. They did one called Must Have Been High. That was pretty good. So they like to mix it up quite a bit, but if you just want to put on some good rock and roll, kind of that party type atmosphere in a way, I think Super Suckers will fill that void for you. Not a lot of good rock and roll anymore, so Super Suckers will scratch that itch for you. Last, was this the last? Yeah, this is the last one. This is a shirt I got. I don't know when. This is Shooter Jennings. For those that don't know, he is the son of Waylon Jennings. The t-shirt on the sleeve has the infamous Waylon W. I saw him in concert when his first album came out. He played locally. Believe it or not, he opened up for Hum. Hum was doing a reunion show. They're from Champaign, Illinois, which is not all that far away from me. And people flew, I think I read at least one person from all 50 states bought tickets and flew in to see Hum perform. They were kind of a big band in the 90s. They had that song, Christ, I can't remember. It was all over the fucking, you've heard it before. I'll link it below. They did put out a new album this year, though. It's actually pretty good. I was able to meet, I think he's the lead guitar player, singer. God, what's his name? I can't remember, but I was able to meet him and go to his studio in the Midwest. He was recording a band that I was interested in a while back, and I went to his studio to hear the band record. He still records to tape. He doesn't do digital recording, and he had like the Hum master tapes there. I was able to look at those and whatnot, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, at the time, everyone was there to see Hum, and Shooter Jennings, polar opposite of Hum, was opening, and some people were kind of like, all right, dude, let's get the show on the road. But I like the back because it says, put the O back in country. So if you take the O out of country, you can see what that spells. I thought that was funny. I liked the back of it more than anything, so I bought it. Shooter Jennings, those that don't know, Waylon was kind of an outlaw, where he was doing things his own way. Country music wise, everyone said, hey, when you come to Nashville, you're going to have to do this, this, and this, and Waylon's like, nah, I'm going to do it my own way. And country music's kind of the same way. At the time when Shooter was putting out his first album, he kind of wanted to kind of take that outlaw mentality that his dad had into country music and do his own thing. He mixed rock and roll in. some soul, a little bit of soul music later on. But he did things his own way. He didn't want to do things the way that people like Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan and those guys are doing, the kind of the poppy country. Not that his songs aren't catchy, but I think he kind of paved his own way. And his first, I would say, 3 albums are great. I'll link some of it below here. So Sheer Jennings, if you're a country music fan, real country music fan, I think you'd be impressed. He doesn't get a lot of notoriety. I think he ended up marrying at one time some movie star, and he got a little bit of popularity that way. But yeah, his music is actually pretty good, so you should check him out. That's it for this edition of Mostly Metal. I might make another video here to polish off this next group of t-shirts. Some of these I'm keeping, some of them I'm selling. I just don't need totes and totes of t-shirts laying around my house anymore. So next batch got right here. No idea what's in it, so we will take a quick gander at those in the next video. So thanks for checking it out, guys. If you have your own t-shirts, you want to show them off, you should. A lot of physical type goods feels to me going by the wayside. People just don't seem to care as much anymore, so we need to keep the appreciation of physical goods going as long as we can. So thanks for checking the channel, guys, and I will catch you all later.